declaring independence, how did the colonies govern themselves under the Articles of Confederation? Mm, I think that each colony becoming state had its own delegate to create a state constitution, but only diplomacy and national decision rely on Article of Federation, which make the central government very weak.
Yeah, exactly. The article act more like a loose partnership. Each state do their own stuff, no discussion. I think they have to change to develop the country, which what they did.
Yeah, I think so. Let's fast forward to Shay's rebellion. For your perspective, were these farmers justified in protesting?
For sure, these firms are just found in the world. But when they came home, they were drowned in debt and they have to pay super high tax. I think wasn't fair at all.
Yeah, and that showed that the government like too weak. It couldn't keep in order and help people. That's why they throw out the Article of Federation and create the new constitution. But was it okay for them to break the law and rebel? Or they just, try something else?
What else? What else? What else could they do? The only way the rebelling was the only way to get noticed because when they get home, the government was take their farm.
Yeah, and it worked kind of. And that also lead, show how show that why leaders need to change the government. So a group of farmers actually helped in creating a better government.
Yeah, they weren't just from a big different.
Let's fast forward to Shay's rebellion. For your perspective, were these farmers justified in protesting?
For sure, these firms are just found in the world. But when they came home, they were drowned in debt and they have to pay super high tax. I think wasn't fair at all.
Yeah, and that showed that the government like too weak. It couldn't keep in order and help people. That's why they throw out the Article of Federation and create the new constitution. But was it okay for them to break the law and rebel? Or they just, try something else?
What else? What else? What else could they do? The only way the rebelling was the only way to get noticed because when they get home, the government was take their farm.
Yeah, and it worked kind of. And that also lead, show that why leaders need to change the government. So a group of farmers actually helped in creating a better government.
Yeah, they weren't just from a big different.
Okay, so why did the delegates want to throw out the Article of Confederation and what what role did different perspective of state play? The reason why the delegates wanted to change the Articles of Confederation was because the national government was too weak. It couldn't enforce its own laws, import taxes, or control trades. It was an absolute embarrassment in front of other countries.
Okay, yeah, and different state have a different perspective. Like a small state, one here, every people have equal, like
Yeah, I like everyone to be equal.
yes, and because state one,
To depend on them.
should not depend on how many people they have.
Population.
Some state want more powerful central government.
Like
This
some.
this woman play a big role of with the constitution.
Yeah, okay, I see. I agree with her. The weak government was the reason why Shay's rebellion happened. Yeah, okay, I see, I see. Okay, so what were the key issues in the way of forming new government?
So I think the key issue, the hardest issue is the balance power between the central government and the state because they need to discuss how much power did the president or the delegate have because I know there will be someone who abuse this power.
I agree with her, but it's also hard to form a new government because the old one had no power and couldn't really do anything. So James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, and George Washington formed a team together and
change the forms of the government and the constitution.
Okay, I see.
So, what role did the Federalist Paper play in the creation of the United States Constitution?
A Federalist paper was a 85 articles that help people understand and support the U.S. Constitution. That it helped a lot in the way of forming new government.
How about you, Kevin? James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, and John Jay wrote these papers using a pen called Publius. They explained how the Constitution works and why it was important. And they explained why it was generally better than old government. It also has checks and adjustments to not allow the government to be too powerful.
Yeah. Okay.
So they were key ones in gaining just rights.
Yeah. Exactly.
So the last one is about the Bill of Rights. Why is the Bill of Rights important in democracy?
Bill of Rights was the first 10 amendments that were created by James Madison.
Yeah.
He also the one that joined the US Constitution that Kevin said before.
Yeah, you Kevin, how about it was made to protect US citizens from abuse of power by the government.
Okay.
That's it for today's topic skills. Thanks for joining me back and share.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, good discussion as always. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe,
Yeah,
and check us out more
yes.
Instagram.